Hey, Year Sevens. So, we started off our first week learning about natural numbers, negative numbers, the number line, and then our basic operations. The number right in the middle of our number line, 0, is a very important number. This number is not a positive number or a negative number, but it does serve as the origin of our number line and splits it into positive numbers, which we see here on our right, and negative numbers on our left. We learned that numbers that go from 0 upwards are called natural numbers. And then we learned that the guys going down this way were the negative numbers. From here, we started looking at operations. For a lot of you, if you are doing operations that's just like basic adding or subtracting, you're probably like, yes, life is good, I enjoy this. However, when it comes to multiplying and dividing, especially long multiplication and long division, a lot of people really struggle with this. And I know I did basically all through high school as well. This is why I've included one example of each in here, and I'm going to leave a link in the description for you. So if you'd like to go to MathFrog and practice this, you can. Let's start off with this one here. Wow. This is 548 divided by 3. The method that I'm using here is a more traditional method of long division. If you do this a different way, that's fine. Be yourself and trust your heart. I'm just going to show you this method for now. Here I'm looking at 3 and 5, and I'm asking myself, how many times does 3 go into 5? So if I had to say my 3 times tables, 3, 6, 9, 12, like from there, how many times would I be able to do that before I got to 5? Luckily, this is super easy. It's just 1. From here, I look at the 1 and the 3 and I multiply them together. So 1 times 3 is 3, and then I'm going to subtract 3 from 5. I'm left with 2, and then I'm going to bring down this guy over here, the 4. Beautiful. Now I'm looking not at the 54, I'm looking at 24 down here, and I'm thinking, how many times does 3 go into 24? I believe it is 8. Then 8 times 3 is going to give me 24. I hope I'm right. 24 minus 24 is nothing. Bring down the 8. Then, how many times does 3 go into 8? Only twice. 2 times 3 is 6. 8 minus 6 is 2. Amazing. It's correct. Very creepy face. But basically, if you get it right, it's going to give you creepy face correct. And if it's wrong, it'll tell you that it's wrong, which is nice because you can correct yourself. If we look at the multiplication, here it's really important when you're using long multiplication to understand what each number actually represents. So here, for example, when I'm doing 4 times 0, okay, fine, it's a 4 and it's a 0 and I don't really need to think about it. But when I'm looking at 4 times the 7, remember the 7 is not 7, this is 70. Does that make sense? The place value of the 7 is 70. So I'm looking at what is 4 times 70. So that's going to be 7, 14, 21, 28, 280. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going on to the next one. Again, think of the place value. This isn't 4. This is 40. So I'm asking myself, what is 40 times nothing? What is 40 times 70? Now, I mean, this might be like a little bit babyish for you, but it helps me sometimes when I'm multiplying certain numbers together. If I'm looking at 40 times 70, back home we have something called the mitten rule, which is basically if we are multiplying numbers together and there are a bunch of zeros, that we cover the zeros. So let me try, yeah. Cover, oh, no, that's way too big. Although I don't know if I can make this, no, I can't, never mind. Anyway, I cover the zero, so I'm just going to cover this up, cover that. Oh no, my life's work, hold on. 70 times 40, I cover the zeros. Okay, and I think to myself, what is 7 times 4? 7, 14, 21, it's 28. Okay, and then those zeros that I covered, I bring back in on the action. So here our answer is going to be 2,800. The reason why I didn't put the other zero here, I mean, you can if you want to, it's just that it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't add anything, so that's why they didn't include it there. All right, now we're going to add these guys together. 0, 8, 10, and then 3. Correct! Gorgeous. All right, so I'm going to leave these in the description if you'd like to copy it and get a chance to practice some of them. But that was pretty much all we did this week. It was a nice, easy, straightforward week, and next week is going to be another fun week of maths. All right, thanks, guys. Bye. Hey, da.